Hello everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Today's Wednesday, August 4th. Currently it's 68 degrees. High today is only 79. But I believe it's going to warm up again. I mean, I know it will, but I think it's going to warm up again in a few days. Chance of rain 40%. Humidity 73%. No wind. I don't barely see any. Air quality is a little bit better. It's 78. That's moderate. I wish I'd come down a little more, but anyway, had a hard time getting going today. We did end up taking the car yesterday and having it serviced. Let me see here. Let's go out here. I didn't fill the feeders all the way yesterday because it was supposed to rain. Then it never did rain. And the birds was out there lined up for breakfast this morning. I moved this pot. I don't know if it's been, I moved it over here. I'll show you in a minute because you can see where it ate my, I think it might be a groundhog, ate my zucchini plant. And what, it didn't eat the rest of that one. It's not as nice. I don't know if that one will make it or not. If it gets chewed on anymore, I'm sure it won't. But yeah, having problems with something eating stuff. So, I don't know. I may end up having to put chicken wire. Cause see, I don't know, I don't want to. I haven't ever done it before. I'm just thinking, what's it gonna do with all this leafy stuff I'm gonna have for fall and stuff? Like collards or something like that, you know, or turnips have tops. So I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. If I don't wanna have to invest in it either, you know, getting the stuff to do it. And, you know, of course it doesn't look as good, but the bottom line is you don't want your stuff that you've spent a lot of time and effort to get to this right here. You know, look at this. This is a monster. Now if something comes along and eats that, it's gonna make me feel bad. They seem to leave peppers alone. I haven't had anything actually eat a pepper or the leaves or anything. They just leave. They must not taste that great to them. It's the only thing I can think. My little plants I got seem to be doing pretty good. These here, this one here has grown some. It's grown about that much right here. So that's good. And it's actually got a cut. These tomatoes have been on here since I planted it. They came out. So this one looks a little bit better, and it's got one too right here. So maybe I'll have a few more tomatoes out of these. I rescued them. I'm sure they feel a lot better than they were on that table, if y'all saw that walk through with evergreen. And this one actually looks a little bit better. It was over there in that pot and it was root bound. I can see the little tomatoes are starting to grow on it some. Of course, these are all, they've got tomatoes on them still, but they're on their last legs, I'd say. I don't know, some of these back here, these Lucky Reds, they seem like they were, like I said, late bloomers, so maybe they'll have some more. I used the electric toothbrush on it. Now we got a breeze. Okay, here's the other one. You can see they're starting to look good. So I stashed it over here. I'm thinking maybe that groundhog won't come over here and eat on it. I don't know. They'll probably get the same amount of sun over here as it was over there. But you can see they're just starting to look better. And it ate one of them. So, and I'm not planting any more beans. I do have more coming up over here since it's getting more sun. Let's see here. Because there was a tomato plant right here I pulled that looked like, you know, it didn't have anything really left on it. But I am getting more green beans over here now. So here's a little baby right here. Here's some. So maybe I'll get a few more out of this one since it's having some new growth. Beefsteak here. Little one. This one, I'm trying to think, does this one have much, or see how much this one has left on it? There's a couple big ones down there. Okay, it's got a few left on it, so there's some back in this way too. I'll leave it go. I was thinking about pulling that. I'm gonna try to get things, as they die and stuff, Get them cleaned out, cleared out. Something's been trampling around in here, it looks like, again. Sorry I didn't plant you any more green beans to eat. I'm gonna have to just pick them that's knocked over. I don't know if we're gonna have a salad tonight or what, but I'm gonna get any of them that's knocked over and put them in the salad. These others are getting nice, and this is the way really you want them to look right here. You hear that screeching? That is a female hawk. And it's a mating call, like. Hear that? I see it back in there. It's in that tree. Moving around, but you can't see it, I'm sure. I've been hearing that. It was doing it all day yesterday. And then there'll be a male around before you know it, you watch. I hope I'm out here filming when you can see him. Still got banana peppers growing. There's several back in there. I've got a lot of banana peppers off those. A lot. I'd have to go check how many. Some of the things I forgot to write down. So I got my cucumber seeds yesterday. And I got a free pack of, I forget what it's called. It's like a Japanese name. And it's like a cross between mustard greens and spinach. So I got that pack free. So I'm hoping that they'll do good. I'll plant some of those this fall. But I did get the cucumbers planted. I got the cucumber melons on this side, and some of the Japanese, I think they're called, I think it's Fushinara, the ones I grew that were real long. I got them on that side. Of course, they'll grow all over each other anyway. But I'm trying to figure, should I pick this? It'll finish turning yellow, but nothing's bothering it. And I got that one that was orange yesterday. It was about done. But I think maybe I'll leave that on there. But it's definitely, turning yellow now. This is a nice Neapolitan right here. Let's see if I can actually get. There we go. This one, I don't think it's turning yellow yet. It's pretty big. These are monsters, like I just said earlier. You wouldn't, it's hard to say. This one feels like it weighs about a pound, y'all. You can see my hand's pretty wide, but this is just, oh gosh. It's like something you'd see on a Miracle Grow commercial. But they are called Big Berthas. I did buy these. I may have to buy a few. I'm not buying any tomatoes next year, but I may have to buy a few peppers. I'd like to have more of these, or find some seeds maybe, because really, y'all, these are huge, and I know they're gonna be good. They just don't want to turn. They're still growing, I guess. That's hard to believe. Carrots are okay, but take forever. Let's see, this one's sticking out right here. And those okra look pretty decent. Not that tall though. Like I said, I need to get some of these. We got so many zucchini in there. I've been holding off, but I need to do something with some of the eggplants. I pollinated this one right there. Of course, there's one already growing, but I think this one, there was a few more dead leaves on it this morning. You can see how many it's lost in the past couple weeks, and you can see more turning. So this one seems to have new growth over here in this area. This area in here seems to be dying. But the plant won't die just because these leaves do. If it's still got new growth, and these are small, you can see the difference, how big those others are. So this is like a new little place here. Is that a male? There's a female down there, and there's one. Right here's one, and here's one. I got 30, I think it was 34 so far, zucchinis. I counted them up, added them up yesterday evening. I'm not going to go on over there because there's not much going on. Save a little time. I need to fill this, but I think I'm going to have to water today some. If it doesn't rain, just 40% chance, so probably won't. Get a drink. I don't see any new flowers over there, except for maybe one. I accidentally pulled up a few of the foxglove yesterday by accident. I hate doing that. Yeah, I believe I'm gonna have to put something that'll kill this whole bush here over winter. Then by spring I can grow some decent flowers if I want to again. Because it's just, relentless trying to grow, of course. That's what it's supposed to do, though. But I don't want it to take over my flowers, especially when I'm starting to get some of these pretty ones in. Here's some foxglove. And some of these. This is growing here. I believe this is the foxglove, though, so there might be more of them before it's over with. So it's getting bigger because the first time it grew this spring, it was just in one little area, so I can tell it's kind of spread out. That's good. But it'll all be killed, though. I can replant. But I don't know if I had that in a mixture. I think it was just in a mixture from Dollar Tree, the foxglove. So you never know what you're going to get with those mixes when you plant them. They're always nice, though, when they grow, whatever they are. Yeah, there was a boatload of birds out here and several squirrels trying to find something to eat this morning. Bunch of, I guess they're starlings. Starlings will come in there. There's so many of them. They'll come in there and they'll eat everything. I don't care how much is out there, they'll stay until it's gone. if there's a bunch of them. But they don't do that all the time, you know. I don't fill them all the way full. I fill them a little, maybe halfway or a little, the one on the left a little more than halfway. And because it gets too expensive to fill them all the way. But that's a lot of seed between the two of them. And I also throw a lot on the ground. The bigger birds can't perch on those feeders, but they'll get it. They'll get it if it's on the ground. Okay. I was in here doing something yesterday, and there was some critter in here. I figured it was a chipmunk. You hear it scurry off when I went over there, and it didn't go out, but it scurried around. You could hear it. I guarantee it was a chipmunk. Okay, the thumbnail is I made the chicken salad. I decided to make I'm going to see if that collage will work with both side by side, because you can't see the chicken salad inside of the wrap. But that wrap is the sun-dried tomato wraps from Aldi, and I love them. It was really good. And the chicken salad, hats off to you, Jeff, according to Jeff, because it's really, really good. Really good. I noticed you use Miracle Whip, but we never used Miracle Whip, and I put mayo, and it was great. But anyway, a lot of people like Miracle Whip, though. I used to have it on sandwiches when I was younger, and I liked it. But anyway, yeah, the chicken salad wrap, and we just had some veggies from the garden with it. I think it's a banana pepper, and cucumber and tomato. Pretty simple stuff with it, but I mean, it was good for us. And it was delicious. It really was. And we still have some left, so I don't know if we have enough for another meal or not, but it was a no-cook meal, which really makes things even better too. No hot kitchen. Okay, tonight, I think we're gonna have, because we bought those buns at Kroger, those nice Hawaiian buns. We were gonna make, barbecue, or I already had some barbecue, frozen. And instead, we got the barbecue from that place, Rolling Smoke. And it was so good, but we have these buns, so we're gonna have some burgers. Some burgers and probably potato wedges, or either curly fries. So yeah, that's gonna be tonight, because I don't want those buns to sit there and not be as fresh. I'll have a drive with us today. We did a drive with us when we went to have the car worked on, and we went to the dealership. We always deal with them. They're very nice. They always do a good job, and it's not any much more expensive than going to another oil change place or something. And they just basically changed the oil and did whatever comes with changing the oil. Checked all the fluids, this and that, checked things, and we had them rotate the tires. So, but anyway, we were looking around. We were there for like an hour and a half or something like that, and we were looking around, and we saw this awesome car. You'll see it in the thumbnail of that. It's a 2022 Bolt, not Volt, Bolt, and it is all electric. It's an SUV. They've got the $41,000 price tag plus change, almost 42. I think the base model is something like 35 or something like that. I'm not for sure. Or was it $31.99? I can't remember. Something like that. But if you get anything at all on it, it's going to be way more. But that is so nice. Of course, we can't afford one, but we wanted to look. So you'll see that in that drive with us. And what we noticed is where's all the new cars? They had a bunch of used ones sitting out there, but you know, the showroom had two new cars in it. Another one was a Cadillac SUV, I think. Yeah, Cadillac. But there wasn't any cars really out there. Used to, when you'd go there, there would be tons of new cars sitting out there. You know, people probably just not buying new cars. They're just afraid to invest in something or, you know, spend a lot of their money right now. Uh, so why? I guess you would probably have to order one. I bet you'd have to order a new car. I wouldn't doubt it because there's nothing you'll see in the video. I was like, what? Anyway, yeah, I'll have that today. Um, and also, I'm going to do the preview of the review today. This is bar nothing happening because I still have, it's going to be Friday when Logan does his show. So even if I had to do it tomorrow, that'd be fine. But we're going to be having a special show. And you'll find out about it when I do the preview of the review. We have a company that's asked us to review some of their products. So that's what it'll be about, and that's what the show will be about. It'll be a special edition this week. So anyway, I may do something another, you know, maybe tomorrow. I might do a taste test of mine. I'm not for sure. I got something picked out, but I hadn't had time to do it. Had so many other things going on. So anyway, I think I've got everything covered here. I forgot to think up a question. Maybe, let's see. I have to pause it. Hold on. Okay, here's the question. Do your car dealerships have less new cars on the lot? So you may have noticed while you're driving by some of them or something. But anyway, let's do today's tidbits. Okay. Pull this closer to me. First one. Croupage Spring, Siberia's fairy tale-like landscape. Croupage Spring belongs to a group of karst springs located in eastern Serbia. The temperature of the cool spring water ranges from 48.2 to 51.8. It has a beautiful fairy tale-like oasis with clear blue and green waters. The 600-million-year-old glacial erratic in New York. A glacial erratic is a rock transported by a glacier and is sometimes used to track glacial movement. The Rockefeller State Park Preserve in New York has a 20-foot-high giant rock which is at least 600 million years old. It was dragged down by the southward flow of the Lake Wisconsin Continental Glacier thousands of years ago. Wow. Can you imagine? One of the world's most active volcanic region is in Italy. The Something Fields in Naples, Italy is one of the world's most active volcanic regions. Its calderas formed during enormous eruptions that happened 39,000 years ago. This region consists of 24 craters and volcanic edifices, most of which are underwater. The area has become active again in recent years. Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes. Minnesota is known as the land of 10,000 lakes. It has about 11,842 lakes, with each lake spanning more than 10 acres. If all the ponds and wetlands are taken into account, then the number swells to 28,176. Each lake is of different shade due to the colorful chemicals present in their dissolved organic matter. A good place to fish. Ever visited this gem of Philippines? El Nido, located in the northeasternmost tip of Palawan Island, is known as the Gem of the Philippines. It has incredible limestone cliffs surrounded by bright turquoise waters, sandy beaches, beautiful reefs, and underwater wildlife galore. When the powerful Mississippi flowed backwards. The Mississippi River is an integral waterway of the world, but did you know that natural disasters have made this powerful river change course and flow backward multiple times? The first time was during a series of earthquakes in 1812. In 2005, it reversed flow during Hurricane Katrina and again in the aftermath of Hurricane Isaac in 2012. Jupiter's 80th moon discovered by an amateur astronomer. Amateur stargazer Kai Lee spotted a new moon named something. It belongs to the Carmi group, a collection of 22 small moons that revolve around Jupiter in the opposite direction of its spin. This brings the total number of Jupiter's discovered moons to 80. It was found from the data collected in February 2003 by the University of Hawaii. Well, that'd be crazy looking up at night. Hey, it's a full moon, full moon, full moon, full moon, full moon, 80 times. Okay. This is why temperature forecast is too high at times. You might have noticed that the high temperature forecast will sometimes be too high. For instance, the forecast might have reported 90 degrees heat, but the temps remain only around the 80s. That's because of the presence of high cirrus clouds and smoke from wildfires whose location, timing, and duration are very hard to predict accurately. It would be. Gulf of Mexico, the largest gulf in the world. A gulf is a body of water that is connected to a sea or ocean and is completely surrounded by land. The Gulf of Mexico is the largest gulf in the world, covering 615,000 square miles with a width of 810 miles and a depth of 4,384 meters. It was formed around 300 million years ago as a result of shifting tectonic plates. And lastly, Alaska volcano under watch after 8.2 mag quake. An 8.2 magnitude earthquake that hit the Alaskan Peninsula on July 28th prompted concerns of menacing tsunami waves. Geologists are now monitoring another potential disaster from the Great Sitkin volcano. The volcano has been showing signs of increased activity and rising surface temperatures since January. And that's it for today's Tidbits, and that's going to be it for this morning's coffee break. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you later on doing something. Bye, everyone.